Jamaica is known for the beautiful beaches and all-inclusive resorts of Negril, Montego Bay and Ocho Rios. You might say it was discovered by pirates.
If I could only step back into the 17th century, I could be walking these streets with the likes of Captain Henry Morgan, the Welsh pirate. And there'd be sounds of debauchery and bawdy humour and perhaps a few pieces of eight being liberally sprinkled around. Port Royal was considered to be the wickedest city in the world. The island of Examaica was found by Christopher Columbus and renamed Santiago. And then in 1655 it was captured by the British and the city of Port Royal was built. It quickly became a haven for the Caribbean buccaneers who brought all sorts of untold wealth to this city. And then in 1695 there was a great earthquake and half the city fell into the water, taking with it the treasure of Port Royal.
There was a spit of land, narrow spit of land jutting out into the sea, on which there had been a little Spanish fort. Jamaica was captured in Cromwellian times in 1655 by the English. So it was there was Port Royal with forts growing up out there and becoming a very important trading depot with ships coming from all over the world. And there were governors in the early days when Jamaica had just been captured by the English. The buccaneers came in very handy to protect the island from possibly being taken back by the Spanish. I'm not sure that it was more wicked than any other place in the world, but it is because of the buccaneers that it got that reputation with their lurid tales and great wealth. The doubloons and so on brought this fame to Port Royal. Kingston grew up as a result of the earthquake at Port Royal later on.
So there's some ethnic groups that have been here for a long time. The Jewish population, while very small, has roots that go back to the 17th century. Kingston really has emerged today really as a big city. And what you get here is what you get in a lot of big cities, a cross-section of, frankly, wealth and poverty, of people from various backgrounds, and it's quite a melting pot in its own way.
Columbus's 1494 exploration of Jamaica paved the way for Spanish settlement. Just outside of Kingston is Villa de la Vega, the original capital. The Spanish buildings disappeared by the 18th century, and today the center of the square is surrounded by Georgian-style architecture. Virtually the only evidence of Spanish occupation is in the name, Spanish Town.
We really have quite a lot of cultural offerings, and also we have the mountains around Kingston, which I think are really splendid and offer a relief, as it were, for the tourists who would be coming to Jamaica, being on the beach, but now being able to retreat to the cool of the mountains and the lush vegetation and the really quite stunning scenery that we have there.
And there's history on the other side of the island.
Rose Hall is it's a big attraction, especially for Montego Bay. People like to hear about the witch, the White Witch of Rose Hall and all the bad things that went on here. And I really love to tell the story. The White Witch came to Jamaica 1820, and she came and married the grandnephew of Rose's fourth husband. Now, she was very pretty, have a rich tone of voice, and she loves a lot of men. She said she has 3 husbands, but she had many other lovers. So she would just get rid of them and so get another one. And, that is why this place is so famous, because she killed so many men.